We believe this is the best or the most effective setup currently available, night vision monocular and the thermal.
The idea about today's video is to give you an understanding of how it feels to use this setup and how it performs in different real-life scenarios. We are trying to give you the understanding of where you would use this and how it would help you. So we are basically fighting against each other, doing sort of like one-on-one games. He's going to be using the thermal plus the monocular setup, and I'm going to be using the binoculars. We will be recording it all with special night vision recorders. The thermal is going to be recording, his night vision is going to be recording. You will see live what his point of view is, you will see my point of view, and then we will find out, is a night vision binocular better or is something like this better?
The first scenario is going to be a Recce type situation where he is going to be stationary with the binos and I will be looking for him using this setup.
The second scenario will be a sort of advanced to contact type of thing where we are both going to be moving towards each other and we will test who sees who first. Third scenario is an OP that Al's going to be on an observation post static and I am going to approach his position and we're going to see how that plays out.
And how we're going to play this is we're each going to have a weapon with a laser on it, and the first one that points the laser directly at the opposite player wins.
Basically the idea behind it is who gets off the first shot. We are imitating the shot by showing the laser. And in real life scenario, we would both have teams, squads with us. Obviously, it's not like a 1v1, but it's just a benchmark of binos versus this setup.
In these scenarios, we will not know each other's exact location. We know the general area to make it fair, and we just have to find the other guy.
Quick cost breakdown. This is a binocular in the same price range as those are. So we're measuring what's the performance that your money can get you.
In these scenarios, I will be using our own bridge with our adapters. For the thermal, it's the Falcon 640 or the RH25 V2 and the PVS 14 at around 1600 FOM.
And I will be using the 16mm DTNVS FOM around 2000. So the scenario is the following. I have this T intersection on the road over here. This is like a main road, and my task on this T intersection is to have an OP over here, and I have friendlies down that way. Possible enemy avenue of approach is that way. My sector is quite wide. My task isn't to observe the road per se. I'm more worried about this general area.
Heading out to the first scenario, I'm heading that way. The forest is kind of like this. It's really open with pine trees, and we have snow on the ground. I'll be using the thermal and monocular. I'll use the night vision to kind of look around and pick a path, and I will slow down at some points and use the thermal and move around a little bit to scan for heat signatures in between the trees. So let's head out.
So their objective is Recce, this T intersection in front of me. That's an important intersection for their unit. So they have sent a Recce element to check it out, and if they clear it clear, then they can have their unit drive and move through this T intersection. So it's a sort of realistic scenario.
So using this setup is hard at first. You have to focus your brain on one device and then on the other. But you get used to it. The reason you can't use thermal for navigation is in editing will show you how much smaller the field of view is. So it's like kind of looking through a straw.
I can see the night vision struggling a bit to see deep into the woods. Like I have a pretty good understanding of where I am, and if I would need to navigate, that wouldn't be an issue. But it looks to me as to the left the trees are a bit more dense and I can't see much into the depth. On the right side I can see a bit, like approx 100 meters, but on the left side it's really harder to tell any difference between like it's just like a blob of darkness.
näen. So I see a heat signature right there. I'm gonna look for a better position to take the shot so I can see the whole person.
And the thing with being on post with NVGs for an extended period of time is that you can sort of start imagining things, shadows, playing some tricks, and especially if you haven't slept. So really what gives you away is movement. If I see something sketchy, then
Oh, actually he stood up, so I'm gonna transfer the thermal onto my weapon.
So this is the experience of pulling security. I'm really curious that they still haven't found me. Well, I guess I have a decent position as well, like I'm not standing out in the open.
And now pointing the laser.
I also have a small light over. Oh, I just got laced. Did you get that on camera? Like he's over there. I think I'm dead. So otherwise, I didn't see anything in this dark area.
So I see his face right there.
I saw zero movement. I was observing in this general direction and I honestly had no idea. And like, yep, you can see the light over there. Yeah, I think that's like the light of a camera or something. And I just would have been shot right now, just like that. Observing this position, this would be the end of me. So yeah, that's a pity. Like I have a night vision device with high performing night vision device and it didn't help me out in this situation. Well, it definitely gave me a lot of awareness to walk over here, but it didn't quite do the trick. I can see them coming from over there. That's probably the most realistic distance that I'm able to spot something with my binos. Like they are cool for quick dynamic stuff and make navigating super comfortable. But for peer conflict, I need a thermal. I was observing in the dangerous direction and I couldn't see a lot into the dark. Where you laced me, I didn't see anything. It was like a wall of darkness basically. And I think I had a pretty decent position. I wasn't at the edge of the forest. I was 5 to 10 meters back from the tree line.
Okay, using the monocular, it's kind of, since you don't have depth perception, it was kind of hard walking around because it's very uneven snow and there's ditches and everything. Just a few minutes and your brain kind of gets used to having two different images in front of your eyes. I did like these diagonal movements and that helps me to see like these gaps between the trees. And at one point I saw this red hot signature. I took a knee, put the thermal on my rifle. I saw his bright red face and I laced him.
That's what the usual experience is. At first you have those two images in front of you and then it's sort of hard getting used to. Your first thought if you have used binos before is like, man, I wish I had binos over this if it's just the task of walking around.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you understand that, bang, you just spotted an enemy who had no idea of your existence. I'm really curious that they still haven't found me. And you just took him out. That like changes your whole perspective on everything.
And just think if you have a whole team with this capability, that everyone is able to scan around for threats and everyone is able to put effective fire on whatever you see. That's something you actually want to have in a scenario like this.
Yeah, that would be crazy. And even let's say you have 3 guys or half of your team. Let's say you have silenced weapons and you have like subsonic ammo and everybody has thermal sights, no lasers. I don't even know where the shots are coming from. That's like a horror movie for me.
What this scenario would imitate is, let's say me being the point man. I'm the first guy there. I can keep scanning and once I see something I can actually let everyone know what I saw, what direction we can line up and get ready to engage. It's just enough to have 1 or 2 guys with thermals and that could already give my unit the edge over the enemy.
Yeah, that's what I would probably expect, that you detect me and then you get on a line and then I just get this volley of fire upon me. All right, scenario 2. To the right of me I have this road which is my bound to the right side, like I can't go over it. My objective is to move through this wood over here and basically keep moving until I get contact with the enemy. So it's sort of like the basic advanced to contact maneuver that you can expect from some conventional units. maybe I have some armor, some tanks IFV, something like that, driving on this road to the right of me, and I have maybe my squad or 2 squads just frontally pushing through these woods. I think we would probably be like on a line or like in a arrowhead type of formation. I currently just imagine me being the point man, and we'll see how good we can do.
Now we're starting the second scenario. We're starting from the opposite sides of this patch of forest, and we're trying to find out if it works as well as it did during the last scenario. And I'll be using the same setup. I will probably be taking a bit more breaks, trying to listen and just scan. And once I see something, I will stay stationary, make sure it's my target, and then take the shot if I have the opportunity. Let's head out.
Ready. Maybe I should sprint in the beginning, then they don't expect me that I have covered some distance quickly. And this is actually like the edge of the binoculars. Definitely more confident with my binos. And
hey, this is me from the future. When filming this scenario, I accidentally pressed on the zoom button and didn't notice, but still got the work done, but sorry about that.
Yeah, he was using 4x zoom the whole time, but Chad enough to still manage to pull it off. Quick stop, listen, look, smell. I can't hear anything.
I don't see anyone yet. There's a lot of trees. If you kinda move around a little bit, you create more angles between the trees where you might pick up a heat signature from. And even better if they are moving. This gives me a higher chance to detect. Right now nothing. I'm gonna move a little bit more.
Hopefully safe for a couple of seconds.
Yep, I see them.
Always keep in mind that the night vision point of view recorders don't portray the device's performance like 100% accurately. Like, it usually looks a bit brighter with your naked eye because like the camera just can't pick up so much light, and the video quality is as good as it gets, but I hope it gives a sort of accurate representation of what I'm seeing.
Laserdan.
No. I see some light over there. I think I'm being laced. I think I just got laced. Like, yeah, they're lasing me somewhere from there.
Yep.
But they did it first, so I think I got shot, and I saw the light.
So now looking with the night vision at their location. Okay. Yeah. Now I see them. But if I don't know where to look, then I wouldn't see them. With the thermal, as you see, it's clear as day. Two dudes with.
I guess I'm dead again, yeah?
Two dudes with guns. Yep, got you.
After I got laced, I think it's the light of the camera again. But like without it, I doubt that I would see anything. Yeah, I guess you can see him right there in front of me, like over there. But like, look at him. He's not moving at the moment. Would I spot that on the go? Probably not.
That's the indication that you get. If you're scanning, everything else is black and gray. And if you have it on red hot mode, you get something like that.
I think that I got deaded. I got ultimately deaded. I was trying to use the advantage of the binos to move a bit faster than expected, but I didn't want to get crazy with it. I wouldn't be rushing towards unknown areas in real life.
The speed you came at actually did surprise me a little bit. I was taking it extra slow, stopping, listening, and then scanning with the thermal, and pretty much the second pause I took, then I saw you. It's the same thing, like scan, the red hot just screams. In this scenario, a good solution when doing it with a squad or something would be if one guy detects with the thermal, it just takes a knee, you spread out, take positions and just ambush whoever is walking towards you. You don't have to
walk to them.
yeah, you don't have to advance. As soon as you detect, you just wait for them to come to a good position for you and open fire.
There's no point to rush it if there's not like a time sensitive target or anything like that.
Let's do the next one.
Next test. This is the third scenario. My objective is to Recce T intersection about 300 meters, and this time I'll really try to take it stealthy, because I have some intel that it might be held by the enemy. Move from cover to cover, see what we can make happen.
The last scenario, I'm stationary, so let's say I'm on guard somewhere guarding this intersection, and I kind of know the general direction of the threat and my guys are that way. My goal is to just hide behind this little bump here and scan the forest.
We're moving.
And as we heard, the OPFOR started moving, and I will just scan and light them up when I see someone. And this is probably the best use for a thermal like this. If you're stationary, because then you can really focus in on the scanning. And I see them already. That took something like 10 seconds.
I see like a ditch in front of me that I kind of want to get into. I don't see really a better avenue approach here.
Is the one issue with the thermal.
Yeah, I think this ditch splits into two over here.
And there they are.
You died.
Already, man.
Bam.
That was so fast. I was thinking that I have oh, like he's that far away. That's crazy. Like I was thinking that I have at least like 100 meters left to be spotted.
When it's on your helmet, the field of view is a lot better. Once you transfer it to a rifle, kind of narrows it down. That's why we actually prefer an LPVO for a setup like this, where you can turn down the magnification to see a wider field, and then when you need to zoom in on a target, you can go up to 3 or 4, which is ideal.
Like if you come on my level, you can see how pretty close to the ground I am here. Man, that's really scary. Like I would have just gotten shot in the face over here.
As you saw, pretty much from the starting point, which was around 300 meters or 400 meters away, I could already see them as they passed through a gap in the trees. Absolutely nothing with the night vision device from this distance. Even though the lighting conditions for the night vision device is pretty much ideal. We have the ambient glow from the nearby city. We have the snow, creates high contrast still with the night vision. Really hard to detect anything from any considerable difference.
That just goes to show how must-have thermals are in this day and age, especially if you're defending a static position. Really nothing you can do against it. That's scary, man. And the thing is that it gives you the edge during the day as well. That's crazy.
So we just finished our last scenario.
That was scary.
Basically the result was 3-0 for the thermal.
Yeah, the last one really surprised me. I think I had at least 100 meters in me to like approach your position. had any time to move. Like I got into the first ditch and was pretty close to the ground, like observing out of it, only having my head exposed. I was like scoping out the next position where to go. I didn't really expect to get hit from that distance.
In all honesty, like right after we said over the radio that let's move, I saw you right away. I put the thermal on and kind of lost you due to the field of view, which is actually a learning point for everyone. Don't use anything, don't use a 5x. It's a bit too much. It narrows down your field of view way too much. So 3x is good. Ideally an LPVO where you can adjust it to whatever you need. The last scenario where I was static is the ideal use case for the thermal, because you can really slow down and slowly scan your whole sector, and there's really nothing that can sneak up on you. If there's a mouse walking towards you, you can spot it. You have one guy on post with this, can see the enemy from a far distance, he can alert everyone, others can get ready, he can tell them the direction, distance, and then everyone can be ready for the fight.
Yeah, like what's even the point of pulling security without it? Like literally, what's the point?
In the darkness, night vision just won't do.
Like you maybe will get like some kind of confrontation when the enemy is 30-40 meters in front of you.
But that doesn't give you the time.
Yeah, like your team behind you can already be in contact or under fire if you're like not pushed out a great distance. That's something to think about.
The whole idea with the tests or the scenarios we did today is just to show you guys and just show ourselves that we're on the right path. Having something like this is the way to go. You do not want to be in an environment like this outside of urban without a thermal device.
Yeah, you gotta keep in mind that like most part of the conflict is not high-speed CQB, and something like this might be more realistic. Well, it depends on like where you're located and what you're doing and what your unit's objective is. Can't say that this applies for everyone. We will definitely also do a video in like urban environments, CQB, stuff like that. We know like clip-on thermals for binoculars also exist, like the C5 for example, but this capability and this capability cost the same. If I would have a C5 on here, my setup would cost like $2,000–3,000 more, and that is not comparable then. And even if it's comparable, I would say that even if I had a clip-on thermal over here, this would still be superior, because you can use it during the day and you can transition it on your weapon platform. You can't do that with a clip-on thermal imager.
And cost-wise, I want to emphasize that this is for big militaries out there, this is pretty much lunch money. It doesn't cost that much. It costs less than most weapons and most other devices. But the capability it provides is, you can't compare it to other devices.
You should rather have like one rifle and this setup than 3 or 4 rifles. And well, that can be said for a lot of things. That's our own flip-to-side mount under it, manufactured by us. You can get it basically anywhere in the world. Here's the adapter, this is the Falcon 640, the bridge, everything is made in Estonia by us, except the thermal, and that's the thing that we're cooking.
If you can think of any cool scenarios you want us to try this setup on, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'll test it out. Just like whatever comes to your mind, let us know. We read all the comments. And if you have any good ideas or you want to throw something at us, please do it. And thanks for watching.